Down on the farm in the Kansas dust, my little dog Toto's causing a fuss. He chased that cat through Miss Gulch's gate. Now that old witch is sealing his fate. She hollered and squawked, grabbed a rake so mean, hit my poor pup, oh what a scene. Oh, there's trouble in Kansas, trouble so grand. Miss Gulch on her bike with the law in her hand. Nobody listens to a girl like me. They just count them chicks and let her run free. Trouble in Kansas blowing my way. Toto, my Toto, don't take him away. I ran to Aunt Em, I ran to Uncle Henry too. Miss Gulch wants Toto destroyed, what we gonna do? But the incubator's broke, chicks are dying fast. They ain't got time for my trouble to pass. Miss Gulch rolls up with that sheriff's paper high, puts my little dog in a basket, oh my, oh my. Oh, there's trouble in Kansas, trouble so grand. Miss Gulch on her bike with the law in her hand. Nobody listens to a girl like me, they just hand him over. Can't you see? Trouble in Kansas breaking my heart. Toto, my Toto, they're tearing us apart.
Swing it, boy!
But wait just a minute, the story ain't done. Toto jumped out that basket and started to run. Back through the window right into my arms. We fooled that old Gulch with his puppy dog charm. I packed up my things, hit the dusty old road. Gonna find Professor Marvel lighting his load. He read my fortune in his crystal so fine. Said go back home girl, everything's gonna be fine. But the wind started howling, the sky turned black. Trouble in Kansas,
and I ain't coming back.
yeah, trouble in Kansas, trouble so deep. Nobody listens while I'm trying to weep. But Toto's beside me, we're heading on out. Over the rainbow, that's what it's about. Trouble in Kansas, but we're swinging out of here now.
Heels on the dusty track, skirt in a flutter, sky turning black. Left that fortune teller's traveling show. Gotta run home, honey, and a worried hello. Tin roof trembling like a snare in time. Wind yanks fences, tugs at the line. Chicken coop dancing in the middle of the field. I hug my basket, keep my eyes peeled. The storm's brewing, baby, hear that low horn moan. Clouds stomping like the band's all blown. House starts swinging, floor begins to sway. Storms brewing, baby, gotta hide away. Storms brewing, baby, roof might leave the ground. Walls keep waltzing round and round. Hold on tight when the sky turns green and gray. Doors jam, families out of sight. Screen door slams, the world goes wide. Kitchen chairs jitterbug across the floor. Plates do cartwheels, bang on the door. Curtains snapping like a drummer's brush. Cupboard rattling, heartbeat hush. Window panes shiver in a crooked frame. Whole house spinning like it's playing a game. Room tilts sideways, ceiling drops low. Clock starts by me, ticking too slow. Lamp does loops in the smoky air. My name's on the wind, but it's thin out there. Head meets table with a bright brass ring. Everything fades, can't feel a thing. Sweet Kansas, stay, don't blur, don't bend. 'Cause I swear this ride just won't end. Oh, storms brewing, baby, hear that low horn moan. Clouds stomping like the band's all blown. House starts swinging, floor begins to sway. Storms brewing, baby, gotta hide away. Storms brewing, baby, roof might leave the ground. Storms brewing, baby, gonna sweep me away.
Tick-tock, farmhouse clock, one little yawn on the featherbed. Rain taps that old tin roof, then bam, world goes over my head. Windows rattle like a jazzy shade, floorboards jump, start to spin. Auntie M fades like a photograph, and the Kansas sky comes swinging in. Round and round, the whole world's flying. Round and round, I'm holding on tight. Chairs and chickens doing somersaults. Moon takes a bow in the middle of night. Round and round, my heart keeps drumming. Click, clack, thunder, wild and loud. If this is just a topsy-turvy dream, why does it feel like I'm dancing on a cloud? Feather pillow floats on by, old screen door does a little spin. Neighbor's fence plays peekaboo as the ceiling turns to a violin. That black hat woman on her bike pedals past my window frame. She grins then melts to a pointy laugh, and the wind calls out my name. Is it up? It's up. It's down. It's down. Owls in the sky doing laps round town. Teacup, tango, suitcase slide. I'm riding this storm like a carnival ride. Tick, tick, heartbeat, syncopated scare. Walls lean left and jump in the air. One deep breath, one last spin, then a hush, and the colors rush in. Hand on the handle, knees still shake. Bare feet soft on a crooked floor. Gray dress braids and a tiny dog. We tiptoe slow to that painted door. I pull it open, hold my breath. Every raindrop memory slips away. Green hills glow like a trumpet line, and the world wakes up in bright valley.
Click of a latch, quiet Kansas scene. One little girl and a black and white dream. Then that door swings wide, oh my. Color pouring in like a sunrise sky. Bubbles in the breeze, they're dancing over me. Pink and gold confetti on a brand new memory. I'm far from the farm, but it's sweeter than it seems. Bubbles in the breeze and a road made out of dreams. Bluebirds pause on a painted rail. tiny hands tremble, but her heart sets sail. Candy-colored houses tilt and lean, little shoes tiptoe through a storybook scene. Here comes a shimmer, soft as a sigh, spinning in a circle from the cotton candy sky. Out of that sparkle steps a smile so bright, like a wish come true. In the middle of the light, are you a good girl? She laughs so sweet, taps a silver wand by those ruby red feet, says follow where it glows where the golden river bends. That shining little highway is where your journey starts, my friend. Follow that road to the man in green, he's the one who knows what your longing means. Dorothy holds Toto close against her chest, takes one bold step on the path to her rest. Sky turned green, then gray, then gone. Teacups flew and M held on. I grabbed Toto, door flew wide. Next thing you know, I'm on the other side. Everything's colored a little too bright, crowding curls and Sunday white. They point down low, I follow their gaze, peeking from bricks in a striped little haze. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Nice sock, sister, shame about the landing. Legs curl up while the band's still standing. Silver shoes sliding like a magic trick. Now they're hugging my heels, oh it happened quick. Nice sock, sister, talk about an exit. Didn't read the weather, now you're part of the brick set. House came down like a drumbeat drop, and I walked off when the legs went pop. Hey! Short folks cheering, horns start to shout. Glinda's grin says you'll work it out. She taps the toes, crowd starts to sway. Those shoes are yours, now be on your way. I didn't ask for the spark or the spell, just a farm girl caught in a carousel. But if a cyclone spins your closet stock, you might wake up with someone else's frock. Oh! Nice sock, sister, shame about the landing. Legs curl up while the band's still standing. Silver shoes slide in like a magic trick. Now they're hugging my heels, oh it happened quick. Nice sock, sister, crowds in a frenzy. Trumpets laugh and the bells get bendy. House hits hard with a rim shot knock, and the whole town waves as the legs unlock. So if the wind starts to gossip and knock, hold on tight to your hat and your socks. Somewhere under a red and white block, there's a witch who forgot to check the clock. Nice socks, la da 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 da. Twister spin, checked my shoes, checked my dog, wondered where I'd been. Then she floated and smiling like a dream in blue, said, darling, there's a road that's meant for you. She had a sparkle in her laughter, crown shining bright. Told me, kid, you got the courage, you just need the sight. Tapped my heels with a promise in that rosy glow, said, you wanna get home, there's a way to little click of your heels gets you closer to home. Follow those yellow bricks through the wonders and the tricks. If you're lost in a technicolor mix, just follow those yellow bricks. Like you today, but you'll find your heart's rhythm when you walk in time. Then the road started shining like a trumpet line. She winked, don't fear the forest when the shadows sway. Keep your chin up, little darling, let your blue eyes play. If the world feels crooked and the colors blur, just remember who you are and remember her. Clicking heels down a painted road, little farm girl, gingham dress, small load, basket swinging, heart a bit afraid, but she's humming to herself in the technicolor shade. Cornfields lean like they're leaning in, crow on a post with a crooked grin. Then she sees him, jacket torn and frayed, tipping his hat though it's stitched and handmade. He wobbles left, he wobbles right, one wrong move he might take flight. A gentleman in patches full of charm cliche tips his hat and says, pardon me, I'm full of hay. I'm just full of hay, baby, full of hay. Got the rhythm in my straw but my thoughts stray. If I only had a notion that could ever really stay, I'd be more than just a fella who is full of hay. I'm just full of hay, sugar full of hay. Buttons for my eyes but they see your way. If your road leads to wisdom at the end of the day, take along a ragged Romeo who's full of hay. Dorothy laughs but her eyes stay kind. She dances real fine for an empty mind. He spins around, nearly falls apart, hand on his brim, other hand on his heart. There's a city made of emerald glass. Could they help a straw man out at last? If you're chasing something better, well, what do you say? You make some room beside you for the full of hay. I'm just full of hay, baby, full of hay. Got the rhythm in my straw but my thoughts stray. If I only had a notion that could ever really stay, I'd be more than just a fella who is full of hay. I'm just full of hay, sugar full of hay. Buttons for my eyes but they see your way. If your road leads to wisdom at the end of the day, take along a ragged Romeo who's full of hay. He says, imagine me reading books all night, swapping clever conversation, feeling oh so bright. jokes in my jacket, dreams in tow. You bring the courage, heart in tune. I'll bring the laughter and a straw-filled swoon. Oh yeah. Oh
Yellow bricks under my shoes, dust on the hem of this blue dress, little dog tugging at my truth. Kansas feels distant, I confess. We pass those crooked apple trees, branches bend, bad attitude. They throw their shade and bitter fruit. Guess even roots can come out rude. Rusted heart, hear it beat in the rain, in the dark. From a forest full of grumbles to a garden full of sparks. Click your heels to the rhythm, give a lonely soul a start. In this land so off the chart, we still find a rusted heart. There on the path, silver and still, leaning, frozen by the vines.
Hat tip low against the chill, silent for the longest time.
I tap his chest,
Hollow ring,
oil can resting in the weeds. He blinks once,
then everything pours out like a melody. He says, once I danced all night, hands were full but chest was light. Chopped my troubles bit by bit till the rain came down, made the metal split.
now I creak when I reach for love, afraid I'll fall more than I'll rise above. But his eyes, they shine, even torn apart, that shine gives away his rusted heart. So we sway down the road, 3 in a row, scared of the dark, but we still go. Scarecrow thinking, Tin Man scarred me, and my dog following a borrowed start. Every step, a soft offbeat.
Snare snaps under my feet. If courage, home, and brains are art, there's still room, baby, for a rusted heart.
Tiptoe through the tangled trees, heartbeats jumping at the knees, shadows stretch like rubber on the floor. One more rustle, they can't take much more. Dorothy's clutching that little dog tight. Tin Man squeaks in the pale moonlight. Scarecrow shakes like corn in the gale. All 3 tangled on the yellow brick trail. Bushes breathing, branches sway, something growling in the way. It's a jittery jungle juke, where the bravest feet still scoot. Every heartbeat Juke got 'em tangled in their suits. Three lost souls and a roar in the air. Out jumps a main and a mighty pose. Put 'em up with his button nose. Dorothy pops him right on the pride. That tough talk melts, he starts to cry. I shake it thunder, flinch it rain. I bluff so big, but I burn with shame. I was born in the tall grass gloom, where the thunder boomed like a ballroom drum. Brothers roaring, kings of the hill. I learned to strut, but I never found will. I'm the first one running when the night owls fly. I talk like a tiger, but I tremble inside. It's a jittery jungle juke, where the bravest feet still scoop. Every heartbeat hits like the bass and the snare. Jittery jungle juke got 'em tangled in their suits. Three lost souls and a roar in the The wind hums low through a ruby sea. Velvet panels calling me. Step by step the world grows slow, where the drowsy red flowers blow. We were walking brave down a golden line, chasing emerald dreams so fine. Then a crimson tide began to rise, painting sleep across eyes. Perfume drifting sweet and deep, promises the kindest sleep. Gathered thoughts begin to sway, stealing all our cares away. Oh, hear that lazy lullaby in the air, floating soft as a salmon can. Sleepy time in scarlet bloom, underneath that poppy moon. Close your eyes, just drift away. Let the red heels have their way. Swinging slow in a velvet swoon, dancing to a drowsy tune. Hearts beat soft as dreams consume. Sleep me time in scarlet bloom. Lion yawns, tin man sways, scarecrows lost in hazy days. Guard beat tries to call our names, but even hope feels wrapped in chains. Shoes grow heavy, thoughts grow light. Day dissolves into the night. Every breath a soft goodbye to the road and to the sky. Oh, that thunder melody fooling us near, sounds so sweet, but there's danger here. It's sleepy time, it's spoiled. we won't fade into the night. No more sleepy scarlet blue. Chase away that happy cool. Lift your head, we're on our way. Back onto the booneray. Price is high and spirits rise. Wide awake with open eyes. Dreams won't meet their silent doom. Goodbye to sleepy scarlet blue.
Coo-ga-doo, ga-doo-dee-la. Ooh-da. Click clack, 4 on the floor now. Green glow at the golden door now. Click up my heels on that shining street. Basket on my arm, ruby red feet. Scarecrow, jitter, stuffing all a mess. Tin Man squeaking in his Sunday best. Lion's knees knocking like a swing time drum. But we keep stepping to the trumpet and hum. Oh my, whisper, look at that shine. Whole town sparkling like a grapevine sign. It's that Emerald City strut. Shake the dust right off your cuffs. We come a long way down that road of dreams. Oh yes, we have, doing that Emerald City strut. Hearts in rhythm, heads held up. Gonna meet that man behind the smoking beam. Strut, Emerald City strut. Green glass towers leaning into stare. Folks in fancy hats, feathers in their hair. Horse of a different color taking its time. Band on the corner playing close time, right? Scarecrow sway, got a ragdoll glide. Tin Man shuffle, got a chrome-plated slide. Lion soft shoe tail keeping time. I just laugh and let the sidewalk shine. We ain't got answers, brains are hard on nerve on cue. But we got rhythm, and that'll have to do. So we parade up to that big green gate. Knock 3 times, we can hardly wait. If he's a wonder, if he's a bluff, we'll still be stepping when the talk gets
Well, 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 look who blew in from the cyclone, sugar. Click those heels and come on in. Emerald curtains parted, room all green. Smoke in the corners, floor so clean. Scarecrow trembling, Tin Man stiff. Lion's knees knocking like a midnight shift. Dorothy clutching that little dog tight. Four small shadows in a blinding light. Voice from the rafters, silky and sly, says, step a little closer, don't be shy. Do me a favor, bring me that broom, my dear. Just a teensy little favor, from a cottage far from here. You want brains, hearts, courage, away back home, or prove it on the road you roam. Do me a favor, then your dreams all reappear. He says, Scarecrow baby, you want that mighty man, a ticker of the sentimental kind. Brave young kitty with the shaky roar, you wanna walk tall through any door. Dorothy blinked, said, sir, that's grand, but what's the catch behind this sleight of hand? He grinned through the thunder, lights all boom, just tidy up a witch's little room. Do me a favor, bring me that broom, my dear. Just a teensy little favor, from a cottage far from here. You want brains, hearts, courage, away back home, or prove it on the road you roam. Do me a favor, then your dreams all reappear. A crooked path, a haunted wood, but he swears it's all for your own good. Take my deal, it's clean, it's neat, while he's lounging in that velvet seat. Four friends glance, is this guy straight? But the only way back walks through that gate. Do me a favor, bring me that broom, my dear. Just a teensy little favor, from a cottage far from here.
Do me a favor, do me that broom, my dear. Do me a favor,
Do me a favor.
Click go the heels, sky turns that wicked green. Curtains pulled back on the strangest scene. She's stirring that cauldron, eyes like a thunderclap. Says bring me that girl, with a finger snap. Do the monkey jump, high over eyes tonight. Flap, flap, swoop, swoop, through that emerald light. But an unappealed moon over poppy fields they bump. Grab that girl, grab that pup, in the monkey jump. Castle on the mountain, storm in the window frame. Guard dogs of the broomstick on a one-way plane. They cackle in rhythm to her broomstick beat. Feathers in formation over every street. Do the monkey jump, high over eyes tonight. Flap, flap, swoop, swoop, through that emerald light. Banana peel moon over poppy fields they bump. Grab that girl, grab that pup, in the monkey jump.
bricks over Kansas, dreams over scarecrow scenes and a lion's loud scream. Tin Man rattles in his rusted suit. They swing low, for that gingham loop. Do the monkey jump high over us tonight? Flap, flap, swoop, swoop through that emerald light. Banana peel moon over poppy fields they bump. Grab that girl, grab that pup in the monkey jump.
Tap, tap on the tower stone, silver heels on a cell-floor code. Little storm girl miles from home, but in my hands she folds blue gingham shaking like a leaf. Still she clings to my pride so tight. Those glitter lies on her stubborn feet keep flashing red in my sight. My castle captive, you're not in Kansas fear tonight. My castle captive, you're gonna pay for a stolen life. Click those heels, I dare you. Every tear just feeds my fire. Castle captive, you're the ticket to my desire. Ha. I reach down with a velvet smile. Let me help you, dear, I purr. Soon as I touch that shining style, it spits, it sparks at her and her. Stings my fingers, scorches skin. Little shoes laugh while I recoil. So the spell says I can't win till your heartbeat hits the soil. Oh, I tried sweet talk, tried the chains, tried a promise, honey, tried the pain, but those charms won't ever slip or slide till you're cold and still inside. My castle captive, you're not in Kansas fear tonight. My castle captive, you're gonna pay for stolen light. Click those heels, I dare you. Every tear just feeds my fire. My castle captive, you're the ticket to my desire. Clock on the wall keeps grinning. Tick-tock, sand in the glass runs red. Every grain another inning till the spell takes your last thread. Monkeys guard every doorway. Wolves curl up by the gate. I'll just wait here in the hallway till the shoes inherit your fate. Oh yeah. My castle captive, you're not in Kansas fear tonight. My castle captive, you're gonna pay for stolen light. Click those heels, I dare you. Every breath just stokes my fire. My castle captive, you're the key to all I desire. So dream of rainbows, little stray, while the thunder shakes these walls. When your bright world fades away, those shining steps
clack, dungeon door, cold stone floor. I'm shivering, Tin Man creaks, lion shakes, but my heart keeps quivering. Then that key turns, friends rush in. Come on, Dot, we're cutting out, sneaking down those haunted halls while the castle starts to shout. Hey! Fire and water, wizard's daughter, ruby shoes on the run tonight. Shadows screaming, broomsticks steaming, we're dancing just to dodge that fright. Oh, hearts are racing, guards are chasing, hear that cackling grow mean and hot. Fire and water, wizard's daughter, we're gonna give that witch all we got. Guards stomp, boots go boom, spears flash in a smoky line. Lion's knees go knock, 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 but he still says, Dorothy, you're fine. Scarecrow trips, straw flies out, Tin Man slips but holds my hand. We bust through one more iron gate and face that broomstick stand. Fire and water, wizard's daughter, ruby shoes on the run tonight. Shadows screaming, broomsticks steaming, we're dancing just to dodge that fright. Oh, hearts are racing, guards are chasing, hear that cackling grow mean and hot. Fire and water, wizard's daughter, we're gonna give that witch all we got. She swings that broom and the room turns red, waves a hand at my right-time friend, strikes the spark at his cotton head, and I think this chase might be the end. But a bucket tips, silver arc in the air, one cool splash, hiss and steam, her voice goes thin like a broken dream, and the guards just stand and stare. Fire and water, wizard's daughter, ruby shoes on the run tonight. Shadows fall and freedom calling, we're spinning in the spotlight bright. Oh, hearts were racing, now we're pacing down the yellow ribbon road we sought. Fire and water, wizard's daughter, look how a little courage got us this far. Oh, fire. And a star. Click, click, heels on the marble floor, smoke in the room, big emerald door. We got a broom and a burlap sack. He said, step away, I'll be right back. We heard a wheeze, a cough, a shout. Little dog yanked the curtain out. There in the glare of that green spotlight was a trembling fella in a too-tight suit tonight. Oh my! The great and powerful, that's what the neon sign had said. But the great and powerful was just a worried man turning red. All of his thunder was levers and lights, but he still found magic in the middle of the fright. Yeah, the great and powerful turned out human in our sight. He straightened his tie, wiped his brow, said, folks, I'm in a pickle now. We said, we're here, we did the hard part too. What can a regular guy like you do? He took that straw boy by the hand, said, you solved every puzzle in this land. Here's a ribbon, a paper with a fancy frame. Call it a diploma, but you already had the brain. Oh yeah! The great and powerful, just a man with a nervous grin. But the great and powerful held up a mirror from within. All of that thinking you did on your way didn't need thunder to prove it today. So the great and powerful stamped genius on your day. Then he turned to the fellow made of tin, heart on his sleeve, rust on his chin, pinned a ticking token to his vest so neat, said, hear that little rhythm, that's your heartbeat. To the shivering king with the shaky knees, he said, you face dark forest flying fiends with ease. Here's a medal on a ribbon shining bright as noon, but courage is the thing that got you in this room. Hey, the great and powerful pulled the curtain on the show.
wishing was already true. Brains, hearts, and bravery were living in you. So the great and powerful turned out kind and just a fool. We walked back down that yellow road, a little more light in every load. Guess the greatest magic you can find is a little faith in your own mind. Yeah, the great and powerful was the power we had inside.
My heart in a gingham dress, got a scarecrow smile and a tin can chest. Lion's trying hard to be brave for me, but his chin keeps shaking like a willow tree. Mr. Wizard's fussing with a flapping rope, huffing puffing clouds full of halfway hope. Says, so long kid, you'll be fine back home. Then that basket lifts and I'm left alone. See you later, alligator, in the merry old sky. You're a big shot, fader, taking off, bye-bye. Got a yellow brick heartbreak under my shoes. See you later, alligator, wish I could cruise with you. Tin Man's teardrop tapping on his metal chin. Scarecrow straw hands trying not to pull me in. Lion's tail's tied in a nervous bow, and I'm laughing light so it won't all show. I said, don't you cry, I'll be thinking of you. But my smile's slipping like an old worn shoe. Every so long sounds a little off-key when the last goodbye is the one to me. See you later, alligator, in the merry old sky. You're a big shot, fader, taking off, bye-bye. Got a yellow brick heartbreak under my shoes. See you later, alligator, wish I could cruise with you. Goodbye, goodbye, green towers. Goodbye, Ruby Road. Goodbye, late night magic code. If a curtain falls and the smoke blows through, will you still remember this Kansas girl? Floating over the land with your big fine speeches and a trembling hand. Got a patchwork family, don't wanna lose. See you later, alligator. You know I've gotta choose. See you later, see you later. Bye to my straw, my steel, my king of roar. See you later, see you later. But I won't forget what I wish you for. Hey, see you later.
Well, the smoke dies down on that emerald throne. Crowd clears out and I'm standing alone. Man behind the curtains floating away in a patched up balloon saying, have a nice day. Tin Man's rusted from crying all night. Lion found his roar, Scarecrow found his sight. I'm the kid in the dress and the borrowed shoes, with a suitcase heart and no map to use. You got the power to go home. It's been there all along. Not in a bottle or a book or a crown, not in a castle in some glittering town. You got got the power to go home.
Just listen close and you'll know when the wind starts talking in a soft, low tone.
You'll hear it say, you got the power to go home. Then the room goes gold,
like the sunrise glow.
She drifts right in
a shimmering robe,
smiling like she's known me all of my life,
like a fairy godmother
with better advice. She says, honey, dry those technicolor tears.
You've been carrying the key
through all these fears.
Every step you took
through the thunder and rain
was pointing you back
to your own front gate. You got the power to go home.
It's been there all along.
Not in a wish from a wandering man, not in a ticket with a carnival plan. You got the power to go home.
Just say the word and it grows.
When your heart starts humming like a sax in the night, that little melody will lead you to the porch light. Yellow bricks fade into Kansas dirt, glitter on my dress, but it don't hurt, 'cause I finally see what I couldn't before. I was looking for a door I already wore. I got the power to go home.
I've had it all along.
Not in his gadgets or carnival smoke, not in the patter of a traveling joke. I got the power to go home.
And now I'm ready to go.
When the sky turns quiet and the carnival's gone, I'll close my eyes and I'll be back on that lawn. So if you're lost in a world that's strange, chasing every wizard on every stage, remember this story of a girl far gone. You might already have the power to go home.
Yeah, the power to go home.
Yeah, the power to go
Well, the crowd's all cheering, engines start to roar. Silver streamers flying as they sail from shore. I'm standing on the runway of an emerald sky, waving in the wind as that balloon says goodbye. My heart's desire is a farmhouse light, dusty little window on a Kansas night. I've met a brain, a beat, a lion's fire, but a small front porch is my heart's desire. Toto's ears are twitching, he can feel my ache. Friends all gather around me where the tall trees shake. Scarecrow tries to smile in his ragged suit. Tin Man's eyes are shining and they're leaking through the flute. My heart's desire is a kitchen chair, Mama humming softly, flower in the air. I've walked a glitter road through mud and mire, but a chipped blue cup is my heart's desire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then a shimmer in the clover, soft as Sunday rain. She steps in a circle of color and cane. Yes, child, you've had the doorway under every mile. You carried home beside you every tear, every smile. My heart's desire is a screen door slam, Papa's boots and laughter calling, there's my lamb. I close my eyes and whisper, rising higher. There's no place on earth like my heart's desire. Up to the curtains, breathing sunlight on the window shade. Check my hands for ruby shimmer, just a quilt and an old nightgown fade. Auntie M by the rocker, Uncle Henry in his Sunday shoes. You were there and you there, like a photograph shaking off the blues. It must have been a dream, all that color on the screen of my mind. Talking lions, silver sky, and a road that tried to shine. Now I'm back in this small town scene, but my heart's still painted green, so it seems. 'Cause I know, yes I know, it must have been a dream. Scarecrow with your straw-bound wisdom, now it's just your face in town. Tin Man's tender, trembling heartbeat, that's your laugh when you come around. Coward with your shaky courage, hiding in my neighbor's grin. Every time they crowd my bedside, I can hear that Emerald City spin. And it must have been a dream, all that color on the screen of my mind. Talking lions, silver sky, and a road that tried to shine. Now I'm back in this small town scene, but my heart's still painted green, so it seems. 'Cause I know, yes I know, it must have been a dream. But the way my pillow's tangled and the way my heartbeat swings feels like somewhere far from Kansas I grew myself a pair of wings. Oh yeah. So I kiss them, hold them closer, say I'm glad to be right here. Still I swear I hear a whisper, clicking heels inside my ear. It must have been a dream, all that color on the screen of my mind. Talking lions, silver sky, and a road that tried to shine. Now I'm back in this small town scene, but my